Okay, so reset. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Now we're
1.
on.
Now we're on. All right, we're back. So, hey, what we were trying to say was we need some love out there. We need some follows from Water Bear 707. Yo, we better get a follow, or you better get holla on the mic, man. We need some support and love. And we are wondering if you had any questions. If you do, feel free to ask. But where were we?
University of Oregon isn't great for school. Your grandparents met at UW. My brother went to U of O to party.
And now he's getting his PhD at OSU in chemistry.
And then you got VD in college.
What does that mean? You mean the PhD?
I said VD.
Oh, VD. Oh, what is it?
I was joking. I made a joke. It wasn't
Well,
very
I didn't
sly.
get it, though, but it was a good one.
It means vaginal disease. VD.
Oh, I mean...
It was a sick joke.
Good thing the mic is on mute right now.
Very off-putting. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So, how was the walk and taking your dogs out?
He didn't go poop.
Oh, bummer.
I think he does now.
One thing.
Right?
You have one job.
Yeah, one job. Just one.
Yo, Water Bear has a question. What do you guys think of the VP pick?
He's talking about Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
I just want to say I called it.
Oh, I know. I
I
know what he's
called
talking
it.
about. I didn't really know her name, to be honest, so thank you for updating me on that one. I'm not really I don't follow that shit as much.
Toby Tobes.
I got what
Give me that
happened.
toy.
I think it's just...
You're not connected to the 24/7 news cycle.
I do
Well,
not go.
try not to
I do
be.
not go to jury duty. I don't vote. I haven't voted, and I haven't voted for
Are you going to vote in this
legally 11 years.
Are you
now.
going to vote in this next election, sir?
Nope.
Sir, why aren't you voting in this next election?
Because we're voting for poop puppets.
Poop puppets, sir. What do poop puppets mean to you, sir?
Is that poop puppets are people that don't exist, and then they're just controlled by a bunch of other people, and basically we're just rooting for whatever shitty side is better. So.
Thank you for your question, sir. No, thank you for your question.
No, seriously though. What else are we voting for? Like, is one side shittier and the other side just not as shitty?
For democracy and preserving the nation.
Is that the system, or is that just...
I get it, dude.
It almost sounds like you're advocating for a multi-party system. Or
bipartisan
mixed-
system?
I almost like...
mixed in.
I don't think should be like a system that's set up right now, for sure. You're right. There should be kind of a multi-party system. I agree with that.
Yeah, that's what the founding fathers intended. Is they never wanted a two-party system. They wanted, multi-party, and because that's how democracy functions.
Right.
When you get like Joe Biden and Donald Trump, I don't
Someone that's cognitively like declining in front of our eyes. His brain is literally smush.
They call it Alzheimer's, but dementia, but I don't know.
So why are we voting for a guy that has Alzheimer's? Like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Well, a guy that doesn't remember what to say during a press conference. I don't understand that. I don't get that. I don't understand why we're voting for a rapist, number one, either.
Who's a rapist?
Trump. He's obvious. He's a rapist. Yeah, because of an allegation. Yeah, most people that are allegated for rape are usually rapists, dude. Like, and the only reason he isn't is because he's a president.
Oh, yeah, he can't get...
Oh yeah, he was friends with that one guy, Jeffrey Epstein, right? Like, he was the guy that got away with a lot of stuff for 20 years. So, well, what do you think? Trump's probably gonna get away with a lot of stuff. If fucking Epstein could.
It's super interesting to kind of watch it all unfold. Trump does one thing well, and he just catches people's attention. There's a reason he's in the media so much, and then you have to wonder if maybe he isn't doing something right, which is absurd. a mind-boggling
What,
concept.
like trying to get people's vote by doing an executive order and saying that he's gonna make it all the states pay 25% of unemployment to these people. Like, he's just making shit up, dude. And basically, what I read was that they're just kicking the can around and just delaying this motherfucker as long as they can until they actually have to make an executive move.
Like the Democrats have done nothing, and like for better or worse, like
They have done nothing, but they're also saying that they're saying fuck the stimulus check, the 1,200 check. They don't care about that. They don't care about the $1,200 check no more. All we care about is paying $600 for unemployment people, for people that are like literally making $200 to $300 a week.
yeah, it's
That's sick, dude. You can't live off $200 to $300 a week. It just doesn't add up. You can't pay your bills at that much in Washington State, at least. It just doesn't happen like that.
yeah, it's I mean.
Unfortunately, like, yeah, I'm not making that less on unemployment, but I know people that are making $300 a week. And with
Yeah,
kids. How could he justify that?
Yeah, it's.
And there's 20 million jobs in America right now that are gone. Like 200 million. Is it 20 million or 200 million? I forget. I think it was 20 million though. That's the check down.
Yeah, I don't really have an idea.
Whether it was 200 or 20, it's still a large amount of people unemployed all of a sudden and getting welfare. So something needs to happen for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. There's kind of that push and pull, you know, like preserve democracy or kind of have a revolution and kind of tear down the old system. That's kind of what's on everybody's mind. But you know,
Your buddy says Congress should lose their pay until they pass something.
I mean, in a perfect world, but you know, like they're on the top and they get to choose how much they make, and you know, like.
I mean, yeah, that's like a little easy situation to solve for sure. I mean, maybe not, but like I think if you're looking beyond Congress and what they should pay, rather than, I think we should be looking at like the overall cause. Like, well, what is the best idea? Well, what do you think? I think $600 honestly is too much to give people unemployed. I think there is no incentive to work if you're making what I'm making with $600 extra a week.
Yeah, because that would have been essentially what I made a week at the call center, and that was just kind of, you know, it was doing like honest work.
Like 40, 50 hours a week.
So like if you know I had gotten that, like yeah, it just kind of would, because I haven't had to pay student loans for the last couple months, so.
Right.
That's kind of the main reason why I'm like, hey, you know, even if I'm not getting unemployment, I still have that freeze going. But yeah, it's just kind of a tricky spot to be in as far as, you know, like how much do you pay people? And 400, honestly, you know, it's just like for example, I probably won't be having kids anytime soon. Like it's just like people put themselves in these like tricky situations, and you know, like it's just you want to like be like, hey, I can make anything work, but like statistically speaking, you know, if you know, like get married before a certain age, have kids before a certain age, don't do this or that, like. It's gonna be like a tough life, like, you know, I take solace in the fact that I can typically, like, if I'm really looking for something, I can get it when I go out to achieve it, but,
right.
You know, like, if you're, like, uneducated, you don't have kids, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, the only, like, value, like, I truly have is with my skill set and being able to apply that knowledge.
Right.
So, you know, like, the more education you have, that's your ticket. Like, you can be self-educated, you can go into trades, or you can do, like, traditional, like, liberal arts, but the point is just be educated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, there's a reason plumbers make as much as they do. They're specialized and underappreciated. Like, you know, you don't want your toilet flooding or anything. You know, so they get paid a good amount of money, and that's a trade, and that's respectable.
That's
Trades are
basically
good
That's
jobs.
basically my union, dude.
Yeah, we're
we
in
got
trade.
plumbers and stuff too.
Yeah,
But
we're in a trade.
the plumbers that like you said, they make $55 an hour, I think, max, maybe 60 actually in my union. So $60 an hour is not that bad.
Could be
Yeah, I
worse.
can only imagine, like, the death of the unions is one of our kind of, like, big tragedies of the U.S., where they're growing, and then last couple decades just been, you know, like,
Trying to
killed off
strip
and
us
stuff.
down.
You know, like, police unions are still strong, but, you know, you have to wonder if they need to be so strong. Because it would be better to have, like, that strength at, like, call centers. Or where it's needed most. Like, I don't think the police really need, like, a super strong union. The police will typically be fine.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. The whole defund the police thing in Seattle. I mean,
No, just defund the prison system and.
I think they're talking more about the military weapons and the tear gas and all the unnecessary force that they used in the riots. Basically, that's what they're saying. That's what I heard.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, tear gas shouldn't be used, and, you know, we have all this excess military equipment, you know, but I feel like, you know, you defund the prison system so not so many people are locked up in there, because we have, like, the highest incarceration rate, and then you, like, educate the cops, like, 4-year education, just to become a cop. You know, they're going to learn to de-escalate, maybe do away with the gun, give them, like, taser and non-lethal methods. Like, if someone doesn't have
lethal.
a gun, then they can't, like, shoot someone.
Right.
They just need their fist.
Like, and it gives them more time to process the situation and assess threat or not. So
What about Europe? Like those guys who walk around with like ARs and shit, like the military guys. Do you think that's appropriate or?
I felt completely. It was the strangest feeling when I got off the plane to do study abroad in Germany. They had the AR rifles, but I didn't feel like threatened or anything, and that was only in the airport. And I never saw a police officer once when I was in Germany. Like, I knew they existed, and they'd occasionally get called on parties, but, like, for the most part, like, I never, like, saw them, which was...
But you saw the guys with guns?
Yeah, in the airport, but, like, in the U.S., you go in, and, like, to Chicago, and they have, like, dogs sniffing you, and they're like, step back. Germans, like, when I was leaving, I came, like, 4 hours early, like you would in the U.S. I got everything squared away in 30 minutes. Like, I could have come to the airport 30 minutes before my flight and still made it back home.
Yeah.
Because it's streamlined, they do the proper safety precautions, and you don't feel, you know, like, you know, the welcome back I got was Chicago, and they were super, like, unfriendly, and I'm like, okay, yep, I'm back in the U.S. Like, they're just very professional, and they're walking around with ARs, just, you know, not that anything would happen, but, like,
Right.
I didn't, yeah, it's a lot scarier going to the airport in the U.S. than it is, like, in Germany and Europe. And yeah, that's all you need to look for, like, how to improve systems is just go abroad and,
Canada.
you know, who does it right? What do you like about that culture? You know, what could they do better and be improved upon? Like, it's not that hard, but people just want to raise pitchforks and, you know.
You're right. No, your buddy just asked where have you guys traveled to?
Oh, yeah, they're...
I said Canada. Yeah, I've traveled there when I was a kid.
You
usually.
did Puerto Rico or something? Or
No, Mexico.
Mexico.
It was Cabo, so it was like Baja,
Cabo.
California.
Baja California. What does that even mean?
It's next to California,
Oh, it is. I didn't even know that.
but it's Mexico still. It's still considered Mexico for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a lot closer to California.
Yeah.
But that was a different culture experience. And then I've been to Hawaii also. Out of state, it's just Canada and Mexico, I think, for me. But I've been to Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming.
Beautiful Northwest.
Never. Oh yeah, Florida too. No, fuck. I've been pretty far.
He's been to Canada, Mexico, China, and India. I want to go to China and India
Canada, Mexico, yep, and
eventually.
China and India. Yeah, I've heard good things. India's kind of dirty, but I don't know.
Yeah, the culture though, it'd be cool.
I'm sure.
The food, ooh.
I've heard some weird shit about India, especially sex trade shit. But they have some. They're like the Philippines, dude. Like they don't care about age. I think the age limit there is like 11 years old or something. It's fucked up.
You go buy cigarettes when you're 10.
Yeah. Oh, he was born in India, or China? Your friend?
India.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so. Mm-hmm.
So he knows all about the sex trade. No,
That was a good one. Good joke.
pretty dirty.
Way to come back
That was
from
a
that.
fucked up joke. Hopefully he wasn't one of those traded ones. But what do you mean? Is he Indian or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, what do you mean?
Is he native Indian?
Yeah, and then he was adopted, so he's been in Oregon his entire life.
Only there for 1 year. Oh, you're a baby adopted. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No, I got buddies that are adopted, not from India, but I knew someone from China. But yeah, I mean that's kind of cool for sure.
That's a good story.
What does he do?
He's a PhD guy.
Chemist, major in chemistry, minor in dance.
Dude, all Indian guys are so successful in school, dude. It just doesn't matter.
They thrive.
I
off of
actually
that.
talked to a guy that was really successful, and he told me that Indian school was so much easier. Or it was either I think he said it was so much different, but he said no. He said U.S. school made it so easy compared to what Indian school was, or some shit like that. And he just said it was no
comparison.
no
really.
comparison. Yeah, it was just very easy to translate into English like college, like, and he just fucking killed
He
it.
just did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But he said, I think it's a normality in their religion, their culture, that they teach them at a very young age, like, to be study worthy and stuff. It's kind of like Chinese too. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm. We're not Americans.
Americans do the same thing. There's plenty of people that do that, but I wasn't one of them.
We're just speaking 4 languages
Yeah.
and being perfectly fluent like the Germans. are.
Right.
Like Spanish, French, English, and German. Like that's ridiculous. That's part of my
That's what
language.
yeah.
Oh,
philosophy.
okay, that's what I heard then. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, your friend said something. No, and he's right. That's what I heard. Was that college in India was a lot easier, and so he got a good degree in India, and then came over here and got a job at Microsoft like it was nothing. And basically, like, anyone that studies here is in debt, and they don't, like, just because you're living here, they don't give you a job because they want somebody exotic from India. I don't know. I just thought that was crazy. Like, goddamn, like, your school's easier in college over there, and you can just get a job in the U.S. like that. Just
That's
boom.
money.
That's
That's
worse
nice.
than Mexicans like taking jobs for janitors. I don't understand why we're getting mad at Mexicans, or people that are
Oh,
Latinos.
true
Like,
that.
why? The Indian people are fucking taking the good jobs, and the Chinese people that are coming over here, dude.
All the tech savvy people.
They're tech savvy. That's what they study.
And that's what's needed right now,
It
too.
does help grow the market. Like, it helps create more jobs.
That's true.
Are lost to people coming overseas. So that's always good, and if you can learn a technical skill, then
I think they can pay you less too if you are on a visa. What does that mean?
The visa?
um,
I think
yeah,
visa is
so, like,
temporary.
You get a work visa when you go
Yeah.
over.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Not a credit card.
They can cut costs there, like employers can, which is unfortunate, but like everybody.
Oh yeah, that's true. I heard about that, dude. That's stupid. I tried to sell a car to a guy. He's like, "I'm on the work visa. I cannot." He couldn't even buy a car here because he was on a work visa.
That sucks.
Yeah. He wanted a Lexus. I was like, "Sorry, buddy. You ain't driving a Lexus today. It's not happening, dude.
Nice Lexus.
You don't live here. You don't have property here. So the banks aren't gonna trust some guy from fucking some other
The
country."
banks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it SUV or a sedan?
You wanted a nice ass GS, dude.
Ooh,
Or
the GS.
GX. It was a
That's an
SUV.
SUV, yeah. GS is the sedan,
He
but
wanted like the tan bamboo. I was like, no, you're not getting that.
what was he trading in?
Dude, he had like 80 grand in debt. He owed hella money on like fucking property and shit. He hadn't paid.
Huh.
We saw it in his credit report. It was like, dude,
Why are you trying to buy a car?
because he made hella money. He was like one of those guys, like you said, he had a work visa over here. He fucking makes like over 150 grand a year. Like he can afford like some payments, but he's stupid how he spent all his money.
Yeah.
That's what happens, dude. You get a hell of money, you just get stupid with your money. A lot of people just go bankrupt, dude.
More money, more problems.
Well, and that falls into like a lot of people are financially illiterate.
Mm-hmm.
Like majority of U.S. population doesn't know anything about like a 401k or investments or anything. So like when they do get a lot of money, they just like throw it around like it's nothing. Like it's like, oh, I'll buy this, I'll buy that. But if you get a large sum of cash, you're gonna want to invest that and let it grow over time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because that's what the wealthy do. They just sit on the wealth and let it grow, and then it kind of builds and builds. And then they pass that on to like their children and their children's children. And that's what people are so upset about. But we are in a capitalistic society, which like especially being young right now, like I'm like gung ho, like hey, socialism might be kind of fun for me, but there's also a lot of opportunity to just kind of like go for it, and like I was fed up with the call center, so I made enough money to kind of keep myself comfortable, and then I'm going to be like pushing for that next level, and if I can't find it in the US, I can move elsewhere. But you get a lot of freedom, for better or worse. Like, I don't think any system is perfect, but
Right.
you get the haves and have-nots, like hierarchy system, and a lot of people are upset about that, and that's understandable. But
Yeah, Canada's good until you want to live there because houses are insane over there.
yeah, it just really depends.
You get free
work with what you
Medicare,
got.
but you don't get fucking housing discounts at all. Like housing's insane.
I want to travel and like experience like just living there for a prolonged period of time. Like Canada would be great, France, Germany are kind of my main like picks right now, but you really get to learn like the different systems that people choose to govern them, because nobody knows what they're doing.
Right.
Like, people have an idea of how a society should be governed, but at the end of the day, it's just all kind of like, oh, this might work, that might work. But it's like, I don't know, I like the U.S. As a country, and I think, as a whole, like, we've done a lot of good. And I think, like, you should kind of have that kind of, like, patriotism. Because if you aren't a patriot to your country, then you're,
Yeah, exactly.
what do you have to hold on to?
Yeah.
And there's a difference between trying to make something better and to go into complete anarchy and burn it all down. Which I feel like with our polarized climate, people just want to, scorched earth, leave nothing left and rebuild from the ashes. But, like, heck, like I can watch Netflix, I can listen to Audible books, and, like, standard of living isn't terrible. Like, people are just like, I want more money. And, I think the only thing that gets tough is, like if you want to start a family or have kids.
Yeah, I guess
I think
relationships
that's
kind of get in the way
where
for
we're
sure.
do that better. But like for me, like I'm just fine like dating around and keeping it relaxed and like try not to like get in situations.
How did your date go the other night?
Oh, that date.
Good question.
It It's an interesting date. It wasn't my best date. I'd probably put it on the lower end of the spectrum as far as like dates go.
Yeah.
She mostly just talked about her ex the entire time, and yeah.
That sucks.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Ouchie.
Oh.
No, it's okay.
No,
I
no,
mean,
shit
if it was-
happens,
it was-
bro.
it was-
We're
it was
just
probably-
playing
That was
around.
probably a friendly thing.
We're just playing around.
And she had like a cat that she kept on being like, you know, like Milo, quiet.
And the crazy cat.
And then she had like certain subjects she didn't want to like talk about or acknowledge, which is understandable. But
Is there a repeat date?
no, if I wanted to, I could be like, hey, you know, like let's do the second date and get the ball rolling on that. But you know, like my time is precious, and it's good to date.
Say you closed the book on that one then.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I just don't want to deal with any, like, baggage or whatever emotional like, turmoil.
Cat lady stuff.
Cat lady baggage.
She said he was referring to her cat a lot, so I don't know.
It just sounded like she wasn't quite there. Like, you know, like, she wanted to do a lot of, like, self-improvement and needed someone to move mountains for her. Like,
Move mountains.
Goddamn.
I've moved mountains for myself, and I've done that for so long that it's kind of like my default.
Right.
And like to have me like move mountains, like I could, but you know, like I don't know, like I need to find somebody who's worth doing that for. And
Right.
like with the dating apps, it's just kind of you know casting a wide net, you know, seeing who's out there, you know, like. You know, and how it goes is Hinge is nice because you can start a conversation and it's, you know, not just based off of looks. Although, like, I don't do terrible, but, like, you know, the thing is people swipe
Yeah.
and then you're like, hey, what's up? And then they never respond. Or the dates that do respond end up canceling last minute. That's, like, Tinder in a nutshell for you. Like, you know, you need like divine intervention to actually get a date through Tinder.
Really?
Or at least that's been my luck with it. Maybe I need more shirtless photos and.
Little nip slip might help.
A nip slip. That's cute. Put that as your profile pic, dog.
No, it's some good inside stuff, dude. We don't really hear.
Yeah, we were curious because we care about you.
I mean, I don't personally do online dating, so
And we never do online
I'm actually
dating.
literally interested in that.
Yeah, I've been in the trenches for quite a while. I just occasionally I'll reach out to a friend here or there to be like, hey, so if you know anybody who's like looking to date, like wouldn't a blind date be great? I keep on hearing about those. But I've had no luck. None of my friends. Like every time I've asked, it's always been like, oh, nobody I can think of right now. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, fine. Like,
Yeah.
Um,
No, it happens, dude. Like it's so weird right now. I was telling Marcus too. Like just don't going out anywhere. It seems awkward. You can't just say let's go out and do this. You know, you just.
yeah, and I'm glad I got to try a pandemic date, but it's just so like I want to take somebody bouldering or go like have a beer with them. You know, those have been my best dates. You know, it's like I miss that terribly. Like a coffee date, for example, like doing it online, it's like, oh yeah, I can buy like a nice roast and then it can kind of be like at a coffee shop, but it is not being at a coffee shop. It is just kind of like
Yikes.
It's different.
you know, and it's tough because I'm so like selective too. Like, you know, like dates were hard to come by to begin with me. And then, you know, you throw a pandemic into the midst, it might just kind of be like break time. Like, you know, just you go in phases when you date, like as much as I do. You date, and then you
I'll be right back.
take a break.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's fun, and then when it's not so fun, then that's when you take a break. But, you know, like, long-term relationships is never anything I really like. I can maybe considered it once upon a time, but, like, you know, like 2 or 3 years is nice. You know, making something last a couple months is just, you know, like, you gotta find, you know, people that aren't so, you know, that you click with.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, man, you're opening up me to a whole new world of dating because I've never done it before. And I'm not saying that makes me any less different than you. I just think that it is cool. I was saying that for people, like Marcus was like, you know, dude, it's kind of hard to start dating randomly. I'm like, not anymore, it isn't. Like, I think maybe back in the 80s or the 90s it was, but I don't think today it's as hard. I mean, maybe you're exploring it. That's why you're kind of helping me out understand the whole process of dating. Because a lot of it's just kind of like, let's hook up and have sex. I understand that. But I don't think that's what all of the sites or all of the dating apps are doing. I think there's some that are different
like
than that.
there's, you know, different dating environments, like Tinder, Bumble even. Like, Bumble, like, girls reach out first, but it's honestly, like, you know, like, I've tried to take it slow with Bumble dates, and they're, like, already on to the next guy, and I'm like, God damn it, it's like, oh, I get it, I was nice, but, like, dang.
Right.
So, and then, like, OkCupid's a little bit better, and, like, Hinge, I just, like, and now it's easier to get conversations, but, yeah, like, Tinder's not changing because of the pandemic, you know, like, people are gonna try to do in-person meetups, and, you know, like, I'm just, it was exhausting before the pandemic, it's just, now it's...
So, okay, let me ask you one question then. So, if you don't want to do the online dating, what's the better alternative to online dating?
Yeah, that's what I'm exploring right now, and I truly think it's like applying for a job. Like, you can do 1,000 online applications to try and get the job itself, but at the end of the day, like 80% of the jobs are hidden jobs that you need to know somebody for. Somebody will be like, hey Mike, I know you as a person, like, let me see what I can do for you. And, you know, in the past I've always been modest about, like, that in the job search. It's like, oh, like, referrals, like, how important can they be? Like, I should get by on my own merit.
Right.
But but there's nothing wrong with it, and that's what I'm trying now with kind of the dating scene is asking my friends, and keep on asking too. You know, I listened to like a dating podcast just because I had long commutes, and that was part of the advice they gave was, you know, go to workshops, ask friends, because if you just let your friends know you're single, like, there's nothing wrong with being single, but the more friends that know, like, and trust you, they're gonna be like, oh, hey, like, I know someone, like, maybe we can try and get you two set up, and those are typically better dates. I've never actually been on a blind date, but I can only imagine if it's through a friend. But friends are always hesitant, too, because then it's like, oh, what if it goes wrong?
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. But
No,
I'm like, hey, just, like, open the floodgates and see what happens. Like, single life is great, but, like, eventually, yeah, there's always that desire there, you know.
It wears out.
Hmm?
It wears itself out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it right now, like, being, you know, like, knowing Spanish and German, going to bars and traveling. All very, very fun if you're a bachelor.
Mm-hmm. No, I understand. Yeah, for sure.
You live the bachelor life.
Yeah, and I had to learn to date when I got to college, you know, like, and I really, like, towards the end, I excelled. And college is a really good environment for meeting people, and pardon me, like, going back there would be perfect, because you have class with people, group projects, and, but, I mean, you know, once you get into workforce, it can get a little bit more complicated, but even then, you know, like, there's people. It just depends on how much you care about your job. Which, like at this point, you know, the future jobs I get, you know, like if you want to have like a romance tool there, like, hey, you know, people just set all these arbitrary rules.
Right. No, I mean, college is cool, dude. And I think it sets you up for relationship statuses,
Totally.
for
Gives
sure.
you some experience.
But it's also it's a false sense of security at the same time, dude.
Oh, good point. That's a solid
my
point.
whole philosophy was to become independent before I jumped into a relationship. Because after my first date, you know, I was like, why didn't I get a second date? Like, I had coffee, we talked.
And then she just
I
cold-shouldered you.
Yeah, and that was kind of a period of my life where I like asked to hold hands and whatnot. And, you know, like, it'd be super awkward, like, you know, and that's something I've always like struggled with. So, you know, like now I'm at a point where it's just, you know, like, you know, people like touch, like physical touch. And if you're on a date, that like dating apps are beautiful, or blind dates, because you know.
So you have you had a long-term girlfriend or no? Just one.
question.
Never. No. You know, I had like.
A short-term girlfriend?
No, never a girlfriend. It's just kind of been drifting along.
Oh no, I'm not judging you, man. I really wanted just to know. Just for my understanding, I guess. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it. Just kind of like a, you know, a fling here, fling there, you know, like towards the end of like college.
Okay.
But like nothing crazy because you know, like my like high school sweetheart, you know, like that just, you know, like week before homecoming, I found out she had a boyfriend, and I was like ready to ask her, and that was, you know, after I went for the girl I couldn't get.
Yeah.
So, you know, like, you have to wonder, like, if I had the charm I had now back then, like, life might be a little bit different, but...
The charm.
The charm. Mike's charm.
Yeah, you know, just,
He said, I got the player skills that I have
He's
now.
got game.
Yeah. She would have been a slay dragon.
Done.
A cooked chicken.
In the
Is that what she
bag.
would've been? A cooked chicken?
Can of corn.
well, no, I've just always kind of, like, people, you know, like, they come to me, and then I'm very dismissive. Like, and there was one girl where it's like, you know, like, I should have gone for it, but I was too afraid back then to
No.
really go for it.
I hate those stories.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like, I didn't have the confidence to actually just say I
You
like
kind of regret it, don't you?
No, but I have those stories too. It's not just you. But damn, that's one of those hurtful ones. Like, goddamn. You can never get that moment back in your life. Sorry, it hurts though. It really does. You're like, shit.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it too much at the time. It's just kind of figuring everything out. But like looking back, it's kind of like, you know, like, damn. You know, and I even got like a chance in college too, like just happenstance, or I could have gone for it. But you know, that was my freshman year. And
What happened in college? What could happen? I'm trying to explain that.
just a chance encounter. Like I was walking down, and you know, she was with a group of people, and I was like, I waved, and then I just kind of went about my business. You know, it's the two paths dilemma.
Yeah.
Like I could have gone, you know, like, and I think they were partying and you know whatnot, just enjoying themselves, and I just kind of didn't. So.
No, I understand. I understand that.
But that, you know, that's all well and dandy. Like, you know, like it's been good because I wasn't quite there yet. I don't think if I jumped into a relationship at the time, it would have gone well. Like, I can look back and be like, hey, like now I know, like a relationship I jump into, like, will be a solid relationship. But
Right.
you have to mature and grow over time. And some people get lucky; they get their blessings where they do. They have. Everybody has some immaturity, but for the most part, people they can do the courting and kind of make it work together. But
You're right about that. So everyone has some type of immaturity for sure.
But now I write about dating on my blog, so it's all good. Those articles have actually been pretty popular, so
Cool.
I have a lot of fun stories, but
Yeah, I mean, I do. I have so many stories that I feel like I should write more, and I think I will.
You will be an author one day.
I mean, no, don't even say it like that.
Yeah.
I think that your experiences are very valuable, and
Worth
they should be
sharing.
written out, and
Yeah.
they are worth sharing. Yes.
For sure.
yeah, and it just gives you, the better you get at writing, it's just a means to articulate yourself, and it's something I wanted to be well-rounded. So the blog was solely created so I could communicate my ideas without fault.
Well, this is a new version of the blog now. It's evolving.
Yeah.
Well, it has evolved over the
Sure
years,
that.
and now it's just my full creative potential.
Right.
It was what the blog is.
Now
for.
it's about Mikey Mike
Mikey
on the
Mike,
mic.
on the mic. Isn't that awesome?
That's really what it is, dude.
Well, yeah, even podcasting and just getting out in other forms of media is all something new and something I enjoy exploring. Because that's what you got to do. It's all about growth and building the brand.
Yeah, man. I feel it.
Which
I'm 28 years old. Do you know that?
You're what?
I'm
What years
28.
old?
28.
28, damn.
20 damn 8. Yeah, I'm already old.
Yeah, in September I'm turning 27, and it's just
Okay, well, you're not that far behind me. I thought you were like 26, 25. But okay.
I'm 26 right now.
Okay.
This was supposed to be my.
I just turned 28, so I'm not that old.
You're still in your 20s, bro.
I feel like I'm 22, dude.
Yes.
I swear to God.
Me too. I feel like I'm 21.
It's not just that I feel it. I know. Okay, for a certain fact, I'll tell you, it's a fucked up fact, but I took steroids when I was younger
What? What do you mean for?
because I had really bad dry skin.
Yeah, not for performance enhancing.
No, just steroids. For I was young. I was like 8 years old, 9 years old. But they said that I wouldn't be growing as fast, and it would delay my growth spurt. So literally, potentially, I didn't hit puberty till I was senior year in high school, basically.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean,
That's
I grew
late.
in junior year. I
That's
grew
late.
a couple inches, and then senior year I hit up another couple inches. I went from 5'1" to 5'2" to 5'7" in
Junior,
2
senior?
years. Yeah,
Wow, that's crazy.
that was pretty crazy. But I'm still getting chest hair and shit, mustache hair, and I'm 28 years
You are?
old. Okay, well Marcus is bald. I don't know what that is, dude. But no, I'm kind of like that, dude. But it's crazy because I don't feel like I'm fucking 28 years old, dude. I literally, everyone's like, how old are you? You look like you're 21, dude. You don't look like you should be in the movie theater right now. It's rated R, bro. You sure?
And I feel that way.
Which is nice because I just shaved my beard, and then it's oh, you're back in college, Mike, and I'm like,
I bet you look pretty young too. Yeah. You kind of have the baby
Yeah.
face.
my hair's super long now and curly, and it's
I want to give you a haircut.
Yeah, that's.
It's about time for the haircut. No, not that it's ugly. I think that you're gonna be. This is the Mike show now, and you need to present yourself as the Mike, the
Mikey
man.
Mike.
the Mikey
on
Mike
the
man.
mic.
Dude,
What I might start doing is
You don't need
I
to
just
shave it like
slick
this.
back my hair when I was younger, I just slick it back. But if
That's
it
a bold
gets
move.
long enough,
That's
I
a-
might do kind of the long hair, kind of go with a Thor God of Thunder look.
oh, Dracula-esque.
A little Norwegian or Scandinavian, start carrying around a hammer. Not.
Playing around a
Lord of Thunder. Lord of Thunder.
If I'm given the opportunity, play around with my hair, kind of, like growing a beard too. Like when I graduated college, I didn't have a job lined up, so I was just like, you know what? I've been shaving since I started the college business, so I'm just gonna grow it all out. And, people like the beard. Like
Me and Marcus are like, fuck you.
We're like waiting for that.
We're literally the baldest dude. I mean, he has like a little going on here. It's coming in.
But you're the baldest dude I know.
I just shaved, but yes.
Oh, you did just say.
I'm starting to fucking get it like in here, but.
Yeah, because I can do, and I'm listening to like Nick Offerman too, like paddle your own canoe, and he, like the way he talks about like facial hair and like having a beard is just like, man, and Nick Offerman, Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec. God, I just love that kind of like burly.
Ron Swanson.
But yeah, like I tried a mustache for November, and people love the mustache too. Like, so it's fun. It's like having a beard is like a blessing, and I make sure to utilize it because I know not everybody can grow a beard. So it's fun.
Yeah, dude, feel blessed. Feel fucking blessed. I'm one of those guys that can't, so I'm just letting you know, dude.
Yeah, well, my brother can't grow a beard, so it's kind of like.
Is he older than you?
He is, yeah.
That's a better thing. Fuck you, bro. I'm sure he's giving you shit for something.
I don't know.
Yeah, he did. Your brother's giving you shit for something. There's gotta be something that he gave you shit for. Like Christmas Day or some shit. He's probably pissed you off. Like, God damn it, brother. Why are you saying this right now?
I mean, when we're younger, but.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, when you get older, it's different, but the little bitches when they're younger. Everybody's a little bitch when they're young. It's true. It's so true. Like, I was, like, so mean to my younger siblings sometimes. I was like, why am I such a dick? What's wrong with me? Why am I saying this?
You gotta be a big brother.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I said, I got a twin brother and I got an older brother, so I understand, man.
Well, and like I can beat him at Smash Bros. Now, so that's like the one thing where it's like,
We should play that.
Which Smash Bros. Are we talking about?
The newest one, the one on Switch, Ultimate.
Who are you? What's your favorite character?
Good question.
Oh man, that is. I'm usually a Mario main.
Oh, so is this guy, and I usually wreck him.
I'm not a Mario main. He thinks he wrecked me because he played with. Okay, what did we play?
We're gonna play.
Oh yeah, we played
Mario
on his
Kart.
game. It was in GameCube.
Yeah,
We played on his
Smash.
old GameCube,
Old GameCube. That's the classic version.
and it was slow as shit. You know
Oh,
how slow
as
that shit is.
This guy.
Have you played that in a while?
No, we're gonna fucking play that.
What, Mike? What do you say?
I love Melee. Like,
Yeah.
Marcus is right. Like,
I fucking like. I would have kicked his ass if I would have just practiced for like
Yeah.
a round. But dude, literally everything felt slower than like the new ones, because it is.
Okay, I'll give you.
Am I
that.
wrong with that?
I'll give you that.
Yeah, no, it's more kind of methodical in its approach. But like I've been playing since N64, and I miss the days because I used to play Luigi, and all I would do is thunder punch people. Because if you line it perfectly, like Luigi,
The one where the one where he just goes like up.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it creates like that lightning.
That was the first one.
Yeah, that's the first one.
That was the first
I still chain them together, but it's been super nerfed over the years. So it's like.
And then you could do the Kirby fucking off the wall. Like, yeah. And fucking just use them and.
Like I had a buddy when I played and Kirby just sucks you up and drops you off.
Yeah. The cut move. Just hey yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. You remember that one?
The hi, my friend never did too much.
I fucking killed that. And then you can use the little Kirby like his little like down move was like.
The legs.
Yeah.
Beep 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 beep.
No, yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, but the new Smash has been super fun. Because I was playing a lot of Mario, but a lot of the DLC characters, like Min Min from ARMS, which is the Switch boxing game. She's really good. Like just keep somebody at a distance. You know, my brother was getting some like later. Little Violet in the movie too. He's getting Fire Emblem.
I can't hear him. Oh, sorry.
Marcus is turning on the Smash Bros. I'm like, I can't hear Mike.
I'm super excited because I'm gonna smash this guy. I'm about to smash.
I was just talking about the new DLC characters. So
Which ones are they? Sorry.
there's Byleth, Min
Ooh.
that I play in addition to Mario. Like,
Ooh.
Min Min, she's got the noodle arms, and you can kind of change out her fist. So you can like a laser beam, giant like wrecking ball you can smash people with, and a boomerang. So like you just don't let anybody get close, and
Right.
Money.
you're golden.
That reminds me of Samus. A little bit.
Yeah, Samus a little bit. I like Dark Samus in the new one. I think.
Or Zelda. Hiya! You go into Sheik and you're just like.
Yeah, because they changed that all up.
That's crazy.
And yeah, because they split Sheik and Zelda. But
Oh, they did? Wow.
Yeah, dude. Fucking. I'm pretty good. I'm not the best, but.
yeah, I got second place in my our freshman dorm held a
Whoa.
Smash Bros tournament.
Nerd.
I lost to Lucas. And it was Rumble Pit.
You didn't win anything?
No, just pride and glory, and probably would have shot my popularity way up in college, but nobody remembers second.
What? I would remember in a second. I'm like, bitch, I was championship round. That's what are you talking about? You don't just make it to the Super Bowl and not be remembered. Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I would say.
That's true.
Man, that's why I hate college. Like, you're a winner or you're not. You're a winner or you're not. You're a fucking loser. Fuck you, dude. Sorry, I college never did shit to me. I don't even know why I hate college. I don't. The only reason I hate college is because I feel like kids' confidence are shot down in college. I feel like people always get judged harder than in college than they do in high school because they're paying money to go to that place and that sort of thing. Am I wrong about that?
To some degree, you're right.
Like you either got kind of broken down, but for me, it was a place where I could fully like develop myself.
Good. No, I've heard good
Yeah.
things about Oregon University too. I've heard good things about Oregon, Washington.
Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State, all of them.
But yeah, I know what you meant.
I know what you guys. God, you guys, fanboys.
Stop. There's a difference between
Oregon.
There's a difference.
It's Oregon State, not Oregon.
There's a difference between a duck and a beaver.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You know what I meant.
I know what you
Saying
meant.
Oregon
That's the
is
funny
Oregon.
thing.
Oregon. The Ducks. Fuck the Ducks.
Fuck the
I
duck.
do hate the Ducks.
Yeah, see?
You're
water bears
looking
from the
back
Ducks.
like it's only I knew what I know now. You're looking back, it's like if I only knew what I know now.
That was the conversation we had like a while back where I just lost the. What were we talking about? I guess we've kind of been talking about the same thing for the last like hour or two. Just self-improvement. That's what people want to hear. It's just like,
Thank you.
This guy's got taste.
No.
Like politics.
I had to tell his neighbor today, like, what's your podcast about, bro? That's what he said. What's your podcast about, bro? Me and Marcus just start laughing, like, look at each other, like, what? I don't fucking know. Like, life, bro. Like, what's... You know, I just wanted to say fuck you, but I couldn't, you know? But at the same time, I was just like...
This is like more of a fuck you. We're having this podcast.
I felt good after I said it. I said, this...
He
is
said, you don't deserve to listen to this podcast.
I said, eventually, I said, people that think like that do not deserve to listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Well, did they say it like they were curious, or were they like...
It was an arrogant thing.
Because how you say it is important, like...
No, it was arrogant as fuck. It was like, oh, so what is the podcast about? You guys have an idea for it. What's the idea? Like, what is it about, bro?
I'll tell you the idea. Oh.
I said, dude, you know what? Like, it's about what we want it to be about. And like I said, what I should have said was that it's like gymnastics for your brain, motherfucker. That's what the podcast is about. It's deconstructing shit and putting it down. Like, you don't know what it's about because you don't even talk about that shit. You're retired from Bowen. Fuck you. Like, I want to get so mad about this guy, dude, because I just hear that question every fucking. Even my best friends say, like, what's the podcast about? What is it gonna be about? I'm like, have you ever listened to a fucking podcast, dude? Like, in your fucking life? Dude, it's not about anything. It's just literally talking. And we're forgetting to do that as a social, like, humanity. Like, in humanity, we don't know how to talk to each other no more.
Yeah, we're starting to lose that skill.
This is the skill that we're doing. Like, me and you, Marcus, like, we're communicating in a way that people aren't doing anymore.
And it's sad.
And yeah, that's why you should check it out. That's why you should listen. That's why you should not just be in your head all the time and look at your phone all the time and think that's normality.
Yeah.
It's not. Boom.
Boom. Drop the mic.
Pow! Because that's what that guy was thinking. Like, oh, I'm just going to go on my Facebook and make myself feel good and take a selfie.
Or
That's
like
what
those
he was
guys,
thinking.
or like those guys who thought they were comedians.
That, yeah, that's different.
Okay, but
These guys, okay, so the guys that have 5 million views, I give them credit. You know why? Because they put some money into it. They put some dedication to it. They put some
Effort.
work into it.
yeah.
They got little views, and they fucking got the views, and then they also got the editing skills, which
Okay.
the editing
Takes some
skills
time.
take some time. But that's why they're popular.
Yeah, so if we, if we got better quality content and we're doing it amateur style,
We weren't stupid.
yeah, eventually we'll get somewhere. That's the goal.
I see us fluctuating between 2 and 3 views. Like, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're getting there. I know. We got another follower. His homie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's me. That's that guy. I have the window pulled up so I can see chat.
Yeah. Water Bear's you?
Yeah, I think he left. I think we're probably gonna play some games together later.
Oh, you guys get
so.
more time.
And I think, we've talked for a good amount of time. I think even longer than the last time.
Oh, it's 2 hours now, dude.
Yeah.
2 hours and 8 minutes. Yeah, it's been a good convo. We can end it now, dude. I just want to say thanks for...
Thanks for being on the show with us.
Yeah.
We appreciate you, seriously.
We do.
And anybody who supports us, thank you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. And I'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's good.
We'll try to do it next week, too.
Sounds good. Have a good night.
All right, good night, Mike.
Later.